Okay, 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 okay. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, 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 okay. Medusa! Moi je ne voulais que percer, 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 percer. Écloser, soit verser, 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 verser. Vivre dignement, ne pas s'exhiber. J'ai choisi ma route, plus rien ne peut m'arrêter. Moi je ne voulais que percer, 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 percer. Écloser, soit verser, 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 verser. Vivre dignement, ne pas s'exhiber. J'ai choisi ma route, plus rien ne peut m'arrêter. تحب توصل لازمك تعمل كليب توري وتعري. اوكي اوكي. تكلم سي فلان هو كهو يجم يوصلك. اوكي اوكي. كي تحب تفك بلاصتك عمل كيما الناس الكل ما تكسرش راسك. اوكي اوكي. اسمع ما تحكي سيريو ديما رفران ديبيل وليريك ساهل. اوكي اوكي. شعب شلكوه في البهمة غطسوه في الخرال العينين بالتفاهة غسلوه. شعبي يعاني في مخه هول ولاني في باله بثمار هو خير من الامريكاني. شعبي يتبع في لي انستغرامور فولاوي ويسب lui il vit quand tu meurs. ميدوزا تحب تمس ديفوال تا فيها وصباع الوسط حياتي مش دوري. Percer, 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 percer. Écloser, soit verser, 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 verser. Vivre dignement, ne pas s'exhiber. J'ai choisi ma route, plus rien ne peut m'arrêter. Moi je ne voulais que percer, 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 percer. Écloser, soit verser, 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 verser. Vivre dignement, ne pas s'exhiber. J'ai choisi ma route, plus rien ne peut m'arrêter.
Oh merde, ouvre la porte du succès, moi je rentre dans le dos. Man, je vois qui bloque les accès, je les vois comme tôt. Man, saute du trône pour le suicide, je travaille l'abdos. Man, je fais cueillir de leurs soucis. J'éteins mes lanternes, pourquoi tu fixes mal? Sur le coin des lèvres, toujours un petit smile. Je les vois ces menteurs des gaines de Kissman. Ils jouent les gangsters mais donnent comme 6ix9ine. Où est le rap qui dérange? Ils ont joué le paradoxe. Vaincre le rap dissident en mettant le rap à la mode. Comment veux-tu percer sans monnayer? Tous les financiers du game, je les vois dans mon œillet. Le purin n'est pas mort mais endeuillé. Qui compte les mesures et qui vient pour compter les deniers? Fermez la porte, je passe par la fenêtre. J'ai trop d'amour pour celle qui m'a vu naître. Je veux qu'elle m'écoute, qu'elle soit fière de mes lettres. Je ne suis qu'un artiste, pas d'histoire de ma lettre. Pour moi, y a pas de rap-jeu. Y'a que les lâches qui s'amusent. Ouais, je fais pas partie des rageux. Non, tant que je fais chanter ma muse. Grosse voiture et grosse chaîne, c'est pas trop pour moi. Du coup, trop occupé à briser les miennes pour m'en rajouter autour.
Moi je ne voulais que percer, 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 percer. Écloser, soit verser, 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 verser. Vivre dignement, ne pas s'exhiber. J'ai choisi ma route, plus rien ne peut m'arrêter. Moi je ne voulais que percer, 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 percer. Écloser, soit verser, 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 verser. Vivre dignement, ne pas s'exhiber. J'ai choisi ma route, plus rien ne peut m'arrêter. مش لازم تقنعني من غير ما تسمعني كتلوث بين وبين. مش لازم تقنعني من غير ما تسمعني كتلوث بين وبين. يحبوا كل اللي نافق، يحبوا كل اللي يتكلم، يحبوا كلك صدق.
في مخه متولي معلم.
Medusa from Paris, welcome to here.
Welcome, welcome, and thank you for this invitation.
So cool. So you're in Paris. What have you been doing during this confinement period?
Okay, so first of all, I was really upset because I was preparing for a tour and a lot of concerts here in Europe and United States. And then we are locked down. So like for 2 weeks, I was thinking what I can do. And then we started creating, me and my live band. And we did a lot of creation. We wrote a lot, we composed a lot, and now we have a final project which will be launched maybe in September, a full album called Citizen of the World, and I hope it will be successful.
You've been inspired by this period of peace.
Yeah, of course, inspired by what's happening around the world. And in the same time, I perform a lot. I did a tour recently in November and December in the United States. And I used to release a lot of singles and didn't have enough time to concrete, how can I say, to do a concrete project, a full project. And this gave me the time that I needed to do what I am aiming to do. And I wanted to do this years ago, and now it's the time. So I'm so glad to have this time, and the time even to rehearse with my live band. It was not really given, because all of us were working, and now virtually we worked, and that's worth it.
Oh, so you've been doing it virtually?
Yeah, virtually. Now we just started to do like a physical rehearsal, but for March, April, and May, we were really rehearsing virtually. We were creating everybody from his side and send it to each other. And actually, the work was going fastly than physical rehearsing.
Interesting. And so what
Yeah.
is this album about? Citizen of the World. What is it about?
Okay, so citizen of the world, I call myself citizen of the world, first of all. And I think that I am a citizen of the world. It's true that I am Tunisian. I am living in Paris. I have a residency in United States too. And I travel in a lot of countries in the world. And I think that human beings all have the same problem, but in a different decor. I say always this: we are in different decor, but we are having the same problems. So I'm talking as a citizen of the world. I'm criticizing society, political issues, sentimental issues as a citizen of the world, and not only as Medusa, the Tunisian girl, or the French resident, or any other else. So I'm talking to human beings, all the human beings, not one person, one color, one religion. I'm talking to everybody, because we are, like I said in my last performance, we have the same blood and skin and feeling and struggle. Amen or amen. So I think that we are struggling the same issues, and we have to fight them with unity, whatever we are and who we are.
That's so amazing. So when you say that we're all the same as humans, what is it that unites us?
What is?
What is it that unites us, that makes us, what do we all want? What is our common need?
I think first of all, it's gonna be love, the love of being a human being, the love of our planet. I'm talking in this album about the global warming in one song, because we need to think about our planet. We have to spread the love, because all these problems that we are facing nowadays in our world is because of hate. People hate each other, so there is war. People hate each other, so there is like conflict, and there is a buzz in your medias and blah blah blah. So we need to focus on love and spreading the kindness, because we have kindness even if we don't look like to be kind, because time is getting us very stressful. And I see it here in Paris especially. People are all the time running all the time. So we need to to positive to be more positive and spread the love what you are doing. You don't have to work if you don't like what you are doing. So it's all about love, and this is the main theme of this album.
Yes, love is beautiful. And do you miss Tunisia sometimes?
Oh, Tunisia, it's yeah, a lot. Sometimes I cry, and especially these times that I'm not able to go in Tunisia. This make me really sad, because I used to, like, for 2 months I have to check my family in Tunisia, and I have to bring my daughter to Tunisia to see her family, and this time are so painful for us, but it's making us stronger, because I think that now we have to stay safe. This is the most important thing. So let's keep doing it, and then we will be safer, and we can fly again to Tunisia. And I have some, like, I'm too much in love with my country, and wherever I go, I'm talking about Tunisia and how much I am proud of being Tunisian. And I think that spreading this good image of my country is a good thing, and via my music, via my person, this is a good thing. So this is why some people say that I love too much Tunisia, and I'm so proud to be uh, in this phase. I like loving this much my country because there is good things happening out there, and unfortunately we are not talking a lot about good things. But if there is one bad thing, all the medias will talk about it, and this is the most important thing via my music, giving a good image about my country.
Yeah, that's amazing because even in your own country, it was not easy for you to get started as a musician, as a woman, as a rapper.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so this is a big story. I started with breakdance 10 years ago. 10 years ago, I started with breakdance, and it was not really accepted by the society and by my neighborhood. But fortunately for me, I have a family which support me in every choice that I'm doing. And even now with my husband, he is supporting me a lot. So this is the most positive thing that pushed me to continue, because there was a lot of female rappers or people, female artists, that they stop after they like get married and have children and everything. But I think that the we have to struggle to have like our place as a female in Arab society. So actually, until now, I still have some critics about being a female rapper, because there is this mentality that a girl can't rap and can do hip hop, and this is a male domain. But I think I can do an impact, and I can continue doing what I'm doing. And actually, I always say that I'm doing what I'm doing because I love it. I'm not aiming that people love what I'm doing. I mean, I'm doing it for me. And there was a big struggle, honestly, for this 10 years past. There was a big struggle. But I think this show us the strength that we can have inside of us.
So why do you think people said that a woman couldn't do hip hop? Where did they get that idea from, really?
Um, I think that that can be a religion idea, because when I started breakdance, I was the only girl in a team of boys. So I was for like years and years the only big girl in my city. So some people say this is haram. First, like critic, this is haram. This is not good. Um, and I think we still have in our Arab countries this mentality of the woman is like um, have to be so soft, have to be like a Barbie and not strong and showing her strength, because this uh, can be not accepted by men. And male society is like um, overdoing, and they have everything, the males in our countries, so they can decide for us. But the good thing is I can see now artists, a lot of female artists that are struggling and doing the same thing and going so far away than male. In other thing, I think that the male art is so much stronger, and so the subjects are very um, like the themes are very serious than male in the songs and generally in art.
You mean women engage with subjects that are deeper, that are more engaged with society and the world around them?
Yes. I think women around the world. I'm not talking now about only Arab female hip hop, but worldwide hip hop, female hip hop. I think is it's very stronger, but it's not shown enough. I think it's it's and like, oh, this is so sweet, she's rapping, oh, she's doing well. But we can the we are not really compared as male doing. The female issues are stronger because we are facing problems. And nowadays, when we listen to male hip hop, it's mainstream hip hop and talking about the same issues and the same copy and paste things. But when a girl talk about something, it's coming from the deep of her. And I think this make us stronger nowadays. I say nowadays, and I think that nowadays there is a lot of measures which are focusing on female art because it's getting stronger and stronger day after day.
Yeah, and I mean, we were forgotten for most of history. We were hidden in the kitchen.
Yes,
Um,
yes.
so even if we did make great art, I guess people didn't really want to share it or recognize it. But do you think that a woman who sings, especially in hip hop, do you think that's scary for men?
Oh yeah. And I have this experience. I think that male, they will not accept that a female is doing better than them, first of all. And sometimes they invite me only for female plateau in TV, and I say, please stop that, because I am a real rapper before everything. I have like hip hop in the blood, and I'm not faking it. I'm not just doing it to be something sweet for a male or something sweet different for the medias. I'm doing it because it's inside me. And I'm not talking only about me, really, because I know a lot of powerful and um, mesmerizing other female rappers in the Arab world. Yeah, male can't be like ashamed to share female content. And this is, I discovered last year when I started when I restarted my career here in France, and I started to put my video clips online and my music on digital distribution. Some male artists just send me text and not share. And it's like it's a shame to share like girly content. um, but there is good male artists, of course, that shares and support, of course. But it's really, I think it's we have a male dominated society, and this will disappear maybe years after years. And this can happen only if the girls continue and keep being stronger.
And supporting each other is so important,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, supporting each other, this is, yeah, because we have the same issues, and unity make us stronger. And I always say that when I started meeting other female artists around the world, I felt stronger, and I felt really the love. um, how wherever you are, there is some likes and shares and support and message that encourage. And actually this happened to me a lot because I have more reactions around the world and not from my main country, which is Tunisia. And this is really crazy because I keep rapping in Arabic and singing in Arabic. But when I see the support of people which doesn't even understand my language but support and ask for interviews and do articles, online articles and interviews, this make me really feel stronger and keep doing it to the end.
Yeah. Tell me about the female rappers in the region who inspire you and that you've collaborated with or that you've met and been, influenced by.
Yeah, so I am part of a collective called Call Me Fancy. This collective is a France-based collective, and I'm the ambassador. And we are from 12 countries. So the main sisters that I'm sharing my experience with are Audrey Funk from Mexico, which and she is based in New York. Comagati from Italia, Icicle Lari from London, and a lot of other. I will forget the names, but a lot of other female artists that we are supporting each other, and we don't even understand each other because every girl is rapping in her language, but we are supporting each other. And of course, there is the community here in France that I am involved in, uh, based on Call Me Femc collective, which is called Rappers. So this rappers contest is for French female rappers. I am helping, trying to help and trying to push and give my experience, international experience, to young female French artists. In the other way, I I have a lot of collaborations. Last collaboration was with Melly. She is from Germany. She is a big, big, big artist, and now this is her coming back, and she is releasing her album. And the first single of her album, it was a featuring with me. It was released last month with Salome MC from Iran. So you see, it's big. It's not only in Europe, it's really big. So Salome MC, we have a featuring was gonna be released very soon. And I'm hoping that one day I will have like a real collaboration with North African female MCs or from Middle East female MCs, but not yet, unfortunately.
The scene has really grown locally since you started making music, right? I mean, there's so many more Tunisian women in music.
Yeah, yes, yes, yes. There is a lot of mesmerizing girls doing hip hop, and this make me really, really glad because I was like exhausted of being the only female in hip hop, in breakdance and rap for years and years, because I was facing this problems, this male dominated problems by myself. And now that there is a female community involved in Tunisia, this make me feel like it's worth it that I continued. In 2018 I did the first female hip hop workshop in Tunisia, and after this workshop a collective was born, and it's called Honna. And Honna, it's composed of 11 girls, female rappers. The youngest one was 8 years old, and the most the most old one was 42 years old. And this makes sense to all what I used to do all these years, and I was so glad to share my experience with these girls. And the project continues now. They have some singles out and everything. And but honestly, there is less unity in Tunisia and in the like MENA region artists. I think there is really, really less unity, unfortunately. But yeah, anyway, I'm so happy. I'm so happy that there is this kind of powerful females.
Yeah, I mean, it is a real problem in the Middle East that we are really divided among ourselves, and that's really holding us back from progressing, especially that we have so much talent, so many ideas.
Yeah.
Why do you think there's this absence of solidarity sometimes?
Yeah, actually, this is true because there is an absence of solidarity. I don't know, because maybe there is this feeling of concurrence more than unity and pushing up everybody together. We can push actually everybody together to the up. But even not only female, even male, in the male hip hop, I think there is too much concurrence and less unity and less support of each other. They will ask you for a collaboration or a featuring only if you have views and you have like your community, to have your community. But I think that the creativity is going low, it's going down in the MENA region, and maybe because we are following the mainstream thing and the views thing more than creativity and real art. So this make people maybe divided. Yes, I think uh, um, like a reality. It's a reality that people are divided and there is not enough unity. And actually all the time I'm asking myself, how come I have all this kind of suggestion for collaboration and for interviews and everything from all over the world, and not my main country, and to be honest, all the North Africa. And I think that if I don't have what to give, nobody will ask. This is a sad reality in our countries.
So, in terms of what actually brings us together as Arabs, as people from MENA, what is it that brings us together? Is it the language? Is it a certain history, a shared history? Is it a perspective on life? Is it an energy? What do you think?
Um, we are called the third world, first of all. So we are the third world. We have the same issues. We have um, the same like inferiority. We are feeling actually inferior. We are not inferior, but we are feeling inferior, and we are accepting that they call us the third world. So, and I was talking about that in my last song. Um, yeah, we are facing this inferiority, and I think that we are doing maximum to be compared to the other world, to European and American. And when I see, for example, a music video with swag, bling bling, and smoke and big cars, it's not our reality. I say they are faking themselves a lot, and they are not doing real shit that we are real problems, excuse me, that they are facing for real. Um, so I think this can be a reason for this feeling of inferiority.
And what is it that actually brings us together as Arabs?
The language bring us together, and I see there is a amelioration when kind of Arab hip hop playlists were born. There is like connections from some countries. Some male rappers are collaborating with each other, since they have like communities following each other. The language, the color, the color of, and the religion, of course. The religion can be a connection between countries. And first of all, this feeling that we have to 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 do the best, and to be better than this European and American artists. This can be like a connection for artists, and I see a lot of artists doing great job, but I think it's not us. We can do great job with our culture and building our art from our instruments, from our language, and not just like comparing us and trying to do the same thing.
Should have said the fantasy, living like in a fantasy. People could have shut the fuck up, cause we won't be all the same. We used to play it out, used to have the hands down. We used to play it out, used to have the hands down. What should have said the fantasy, living like in a fantasy. People could have shut the fuck up, cause we won't be all the same. We used to play it out, used to have the hands down. We used to play it out, used to have the hands down.
وين الرجال اسمع كيف تغري شكون اللي قارب ومشنري عبيد تحيد بالبنون قاعدة تشيخ وين ماشيين بصاروخ المريخ كاين الزبل كاين الهم تحل الفم تاكل دم حمل رزن عيش عفن وميديا كتاف مش ميديا فن وين الرجال اسمع كيف تغري شكون اللي قارب ومشنري عبيد تحيد بالبنون قاعدة تشيخ وين ماشيين بصاروخ المريخ كاين الزبل كاين الهم تحل الفم تاكل دم حمل رزن عيش عفن وميديا كتاف مش ميديا فن. What I see, living like in a fantasy. People killing, but we shut the fuck up. What should I say? But what I see, living like in a fantasy. People killing, but we shut the fuck up. شئت في مسبتي فسكوتي عن اللئيم جوابا لست عديم الجواب ولكن ما من أسد يجيب الكلاب
So what is it that you love the most about our music and our culture? You know, what makes us unique? What do you miss the most about these traditions?
I would say traditional traditional music is something really rich, very rich, and we have to like build on it. And I'm trying in this album to use the most of Tunisian instruments in my beats. So this is really important because this give the identity, and the identity is a very important thing for an artist. And like me, I'm they are calling me an international artist because my music is everywhere and not only in one country. So me as a citizen of the world, I return to this name. Me as a citizen of the world. For example, for this album, I'll be uh, talking in three languages: the French, the English, and the Arabic, because it's me. I will not focus on only one language to just focus on one kind of public. It's me. I have this ability, and we are like North African able to write for real in many languages. So this can be a plus. Otherwise, the visual identity is very important. I think we have a big and mesmerizing visual identity. We have some traditional clothes that can be remake or reused in our artistic projects, and this too in Citizen of the World is gonna be shown, I hope so. I'm working with designer for a really like a visual identity which make people see that I am Tunisian first of all, and not like any hip hop artist from any country.
Yeah, so we are global, but we also represent our own heritage, our own
Yes,
culture.
yes.
So now we are living a moment of revolution, of global revolution, especially with Black Lives Matter, and people are really fighting for the rights of the disenfranchised
Mhm,
everywhere.
mhm.
Paris has seen a lot of protests in the last few years. And
Yes.
you were very young when the Tunisian revolution happened. But how did it affect you? And why do you think that hip hop is the most powerful tool for revolutionary action?
Yeah, uh, actually, I was young, but not too much. I had 19 years old, and I remember before the revolution, I used to rap. I used to rap about female issues. I'm always like a feminist in my songs, but after the revolution, we were seeing a lot of political issues. So it was more than me. It was inside me that I started writing about criticizing these political issues. And after two songs, I was called a political rapper. And one of my songs was really spreaded in all over the world, and everybody was looking for Tunisian revolution. And somehow I was feeling like the female voice, because the rap was the most powerful tool to represent what people were thinking. And it was for real. In our revolution in 2011, the rap was the most powerful in his days in Tunisia, because we were all serious, we were all struggling and fighting and trying to have our rights, criticizing, and even they put us in the jail, we were criticizing and doing our best. And I remember one time that after that the Nahda, it was an Islamic party, took the power in my country, they were like changing some laws and some rights, and they were like uh, telling and asking the doctors to stop doing abortion. But the abortion is, we have free abortion, and we have the right of abortion since 1956. So they cannot do this. And we did a big flash mob in the middle of Tunis, the capital. And after that, some Salafists wanted to come and kidnap me or kill me, or I don't know why, and the police was here to save me. So yeah, the rap can be stronger than anybody can think. And it was really rough time, and I think it was the most important time of my career, that I was representing and talking in the name of the other female Tunisian um, women.
And do you think that you had an impact, that all this music that was being made had an impact? And also, was the revolution successful?
Um, okay, so I will start with the second question. I think the revolution is very successful. It took time. It took time, and it's not successful. We are not in the top, but we are doing well. And I'm so proud about what we are doing. But we have a lot of work to do, again and again. So I think that I have an impact, even if I don't have like a big community following me. I don't have like millions of views and everything, but I think there is a little impact that worth to me more than the views. Because when I meet some girls around the Arabic world and saying that they discovered rap, female rap, with my song Tunisia Fière de l'être, released in 2018, I feel really proud of that. And actually I didn't know that this impact. But one day I was in Mauritania in 2013, and I was invited by an old woman for an interview in a radio in Mauritania, and she knew by heart my song Tunisia Fière de l'être. I was not like uh, seeing this impact, that it's going so far. I was thinking some female in Tunisia, but I was not thinking that it's gonna be in Mauritania, in Egypt, in Libya, in Algeria, in a lot of other countries, which was like seeing the revolution and having this aim to do this kind of revolution in their countries. So I was really glad. And I think this impact it's better than only millions of views. And this is actually, I'm always like described as a committed artist, and I prefer that. Because when we go in mainstream, we are like only copy and paste, and there is not real identity. It's only like good Barbie with good music video, but there is no main message inside the song. And I prefer staying like that, with the real message inside my songs, than having millions of views and with no impact. It's crazy.
Oh, it's not crazy at all. It makes perfect sense, actually.
I
Nobody
thank you.
wants to be a Barbie either, you know?
And no, I had a lot of suggestions from majors, big majors from United States and here, and but I had to be an interpret. I refuse that. I refuse that because I want to be what I am. I want to talk about real issues that I'm facing every day as a woman, as an immigrant, as a half black woman, as a Muslim woman. I need to talk about that because if I don't keep doing this, maybe one day nobody will talk about it. So it's like not secure and not safe to do this because financially we are broke kind of artists like me, but I think that I have to keep doing it, and someday it worth it, and someday people will see that this mainstream songs are only for like for fun, for entertainment, and they will listen to the real songs and real issues because this is the main reason for rap. Yeah,
What is it? What is the main purpose of rap music?
it's talking about real issues. When it was started in the United States, it was like criticizing the society, criticizing the racism, criticizing the inequality of people. And nowadays hip hop in all over the world, not only in MENA region, is like mainstream and talking about bullshit. And I think the real hip hop is not shown enough, and one day it will be shown enough. I am like, je suis confiante. I have confidence that one day uh, people will like open their eyes and see that we are too much dominated by this fake medias that only trying to dominate our brains, and real art, not only hip hop, will be the issue, the tool to discover that.
Why do you think hip hop became so commercial, and why do you think the subject matter changed from the origins, the roots of the genre?
um, uh, I think that in Tunisia, for example, there is this course. Cool Raoul, tranquille Émile, à l'aise Blaise. Okay, excuse me. So I think in Tunisia there is a big course to have the most of views, and this because of the fake medias and the this bad medias which make the tendance. Donc the tendance, it's who have the most of views, but everybody knows that a naked woman will have millions of views too. So this from this mentality, people were just following this course and this objective to only have the maximum of views. And as I was saying, they are going too far away from creativity and going in the path of copy and paste, and just entertainment. And like I was talking about the comparison of the other world, because not only MENA region is doing mainstream, all the world is going mainstream and commercial, very commercial. So I think that like with the trap music and now the drill music, there is no real importance for the words, and it's only like the tendance, the fashion nowadays to do this kind of music, whoop, scoop, scoop, and you can see all the male rappers are doing this. But to be honest, I am so happy when I discovered that there is some real rappers keep on doing the real hip hop and talking about real issues, because we'll never stop facing issues in our communities, even if in Tunisia things are going really well and going really like peacefully in a good way, but we still have a lot of problems that we should talk about. And this in this direction, I will say that female art is important because in Tunisia, what we need to show more is female issues. Uh, because female are not shown enough and don't have enough like ability to protest and to be supported. So yeah, we have a lot of work to do and we will still have a lot of work to do, and this is the meaning of art actually, because it's gonna be annoying if there is nothing, no issues. So this is the most important thing, that keep talking about problems and continuing the struggle and the criticizing, because it was in the revolution a big tool, and it's gonna be always the most important tool to protest.
Yeah. So tell me, what do you listen to when you're not working? Who are your favorite rappers? What's your favorite type of music to enjoy in your downtime?
Whoa. Um, Whoa, you'll be maybe surprised, but I listen to many kind of music, not only not only hip hop music. So I am a big fan of a jazzman which is called Raoul Midon. So Raoul Midon, he's my favorite artist ever, and of course I'm following the vibe. And I think I'm too much a fan of American hip hop, R&B. I listen too much to kind of artists like Cousin Steez, Freddie Gibbs, Anderson Paak, uh, and some other like female artists like Danny Late, Cardi B, of course. All this kind of artists that can uh, can entertain me, of course, because I have to be entertained too, and inspire me for my music. So yeah, and now I'm starting a little bit to listen to French and Arabic hip hop to discover more and more. Not only my friends that I used to know, the rappers that I used to know. So I'm discovering a lot of Arab artists, and I'm in love with the music of Bou Kalthoum. He's great. I discovered last year, and he's doing great things. There is a lot of other male artists in MENA region that are doing a great job. But I think Bou Kalthoum, he have his own style, and he's not like faking it, and he's not doing things only to be commercial, and I like this point of him. So yeah, I love his music. And some other American rappers are whoa. They are mesmerizing, yo. Shafin, or Ale, I think his name is Ale, or yeah, they are doing great job, Moroccan artists. And we have a new artist, Tunisian artist, it's called Janjoun. He's doing great job. I love what he's doing too. And yeah, trying to discover the most of Arabic hip hop and French hip hop, and meanwhile trying to listen to the maximum of other type of music to get inspired and do like new songs with other dimension. I will say other dimension, and this is what I am trying to do in my Citizen of the World album.
So, as a mother, what is your message to women, to girls? You know, what do you want to spread as a
Okay.
message for other women and girls?
Yeah, first of all, I just want to break this image that artists after pregnancy they cannot stop. So this is the image of artists in our countries. To be honest, artists or sport women. So I want to break this and show that an artist can be a full mother, full job mother, and at the same time keep doing her art. And to be honest, it's really hard to have like a professional life, music, and family in the same time, because sometimes I only sleep 6 hours a day because I have a lot of work to do. And in the day I work, I have an NGO, so I'm president of an NGO. So I have a lot of work with my NGO, and then I have to feed my family, clean, cook, and then after the bath and making my daughter into bed, doing like for 2 or 3 hours mailing for my music or writing for my music. So it's a big challenge, but I think that this is a good image to give for mothers who want to keep doing their art, that there is possibility to keep doing what you are in love with, which is art. And last January I called for a challenge for which was called motherfucker artist. I'm sorry for this nomination because because I just wanted that the maximum of mothers around the world show that they are existent. And after that there was Salome MC, which is a mother too, and we are collaborating now about in a single which is talking about the struggle of an immigrant mother and artist at the same time. And I think this is important because we always have this bad influence and bad image of the mother, which will stop doing what she in love with, and she will you on tu as dépassé l'âge. We say you have to stop this because now you have to think about your children. But you know what? I'm feeling so proud when I hear my daughter singing my songs. And sometimes she say, "Okay, Google, put Medusa in," and I'm so proud that she's in love with what I'm doing, and I can see the pride in her eyes when she see me on stage and she's in the backstage with me. And this like an heritage that I want to give her, and it's very important. And yeah, let's do it and let's keep strength. And this is my image and this is my message that I want to spread via my music. And I'm not like ashamed to show that I am a mother, because you're old for like launching a career. I'm not old. I'm a mother. I'm maybe old. I'm 29 years old, but I can restart my career now. And it's gonna be more fun, I think.
I mean, I wish I was old like you know, 29. I mean, my God.
No, because managers and professionals for a career, they say I'm old. Oh, already? So
They
yeah,
actually say that to you?
yeah. I have this kind of comments that it's too late now to launch a career. But I think no, it's never too late.
And of course, the man saying this to you, he's like 65 years old.
Yeah, of course. 50 or more. And saying that because they see that I am a really big responsible mother, and I'm doing a lot of things in parallel with the music. And they think that there is no way to be in this youth communication and communities, because the most of auditors are between, like we say, 13 years old and I don't know what, and more than 30 it's big consumer which will only listen to digital distribution music. And maybe with my image, with my morphology, I'm not looking like this kind of youth public, but I'm doing for myself. I say it's never too late, and I will continue, and I will continue doing music with my daughter if she will grow up loving music. Why not? And I think it's very important and a good image to give for other female which are like hesitating to continue or not, because you have to continue if you love it for real.
Yeah.
صحاب ثلاثة اخوات ما تضحك قلة حياة قلة المعروف تشكي وتبكي ديما لو عندي ظروف كي تقضي حاجتك تسكر التليفون تبني في ظهري عم بالصحبة كاني هكا فما الباهي والخايب مي فما برشا فالصو فما اللي يحفر ويقفف في الشدة يخبي راسو في الوجه مراية في ظهرك هو اللولاني يخضر حبك في البارم يستحلى خاطر في ضعف تفكر خلق قطع مني مش منك حليت الباب ليك والهمك نهار اللي تحت لقيتني يومك وقت اللي كسبت معاش نهمك برا على روحك انتي وجروحك معاش تهمني في شيء بالطيبة نفوتك نميتيلك صوتك so get the fuck far away قلة حياة قلة المعروف تشكي وتبكي ديما لو عندي ظروف كي تقضي حاجتك تسكر التليفون تبني في ظهري عم بالصحبة كيني هكا تكون اوبس لا لا ما حقنيش لا 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 تشبك الصمت ماني قاعد كبر وتنسى اوبس لا لا ما حقنيش لا 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 تشبك الصمت ماني قاعد كبر وتنسى
fake homies fake friends fake promise fake loyalty fake love fuck love رميتني في سكوف ما تقوليش فما يونيتي صافي وطيحتوا لي كواليتي كان ناسين مودتي حط فيكم موقف لي في شدتي وقت انا واقف بقلبي وبحدتي سنين الدار في الدار اليد باليد تهد نهد الند بالند طلعت ساق سنين وانا نود ونود نفد ونشد نكوفري نعد طلعت عاقد سنين وانا نقول عشيري وصاحبي سندي وصاحتي وما شوط وذي صحت تحكي بالعشرة انت بوانتي بالعشرة قولهم باللي عشنا كنت ديما انا حاق ماكش صاحبي ماكش صاح ماكش خويا كليتي لي زعما في بيرك بينهم ولا ارميهم في بوله تعرف كنت نعرف لي ماكش صاحبي ملي كنا في الطاوله الاولى ملي عيطت دموع على بلا انت لسه نلقاوك وما تمسح في السبوره
قلة حياة قلة المعروف تشكي وتبكي ديما لو عندي ظروف كي تقضي حاجتك تسكر التليفون تبني في ظهري عم بالصحبة كاني هكا تكون اوبس لا لا ما حقنيش لا 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 تشبك الصمت ماني قاعد كبر وتنسى اوبس لا لا ما حقنيش لا 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 تشبك الصمت ماني قاعد كبر وتنسى اوبس لا لا ما حقنيش لا